narcissist on mute. Hey, hold on. Bitch, be quiet. Lot of niggas fake, so I'm moving in silent.
Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Shout out to each and every one of you great people that go all out every single day, working hard no matter who sees it and who doesn't. And while you also are out here working hard, you're also seeing people that are trying to assert themselves into your life and into your energy, while also harvesting your energy and trying to manifest off of it for themselves. Some would call this destiny swapping, energy stealing of the highest kind. These kind of things are normally done with extreme narcissistic or people that have such a low vibration that demons, spirits, principalities, if you will inhabit their body and move them along to find their way to chosen ones. A lot of you chosen ones out there minding your own business, doing whatever you got to do, living your best life, elevating, ascending, and through ascension you find love, peace, and light in each and every day and everything in the day, from the grass and the soil to the beautiful sky, to the birds, to the bumblebees that I'm starting to see outside, to the two huge butterflies that were floating around or flying around me when I went outside. Like things like this, the synchronicities, you notice the stuff, the angel numbers, the way that you draw people to you as well. Your energy is so high vibrational and bright that strangers approach you regardless of how you look, regardless of how you're carrying yourself, regardless of what you think you're presenting. People love to approach. Now, getting these good people that approach you, also get these narcissistic bad folks. Now, a lot of you chosen out there are either in, getting out of, or have been out of a horrible narcissistic empath, Sigma empath, let's be specific relationship. And this could be through family, this could be a relationship, friendship, maybe even a manager, relationship. And these people just will drain the life out of you. I know myself because I recently got out of one myself. And when I was in the relationship, I just remember, and I'm sure you guys can relate, there's always turmoil going on, and there feels like there's a weight, like a cloud over you, but you can't specify where it's coming from, and you just start. But see, what the narc does is they like to eventually isolate you from all friends, family, coworkers, so it's just you and them, and then they start, trickling to you affection or whatever, and pulling it back, what I'm saying? While they're doing these mental war games, what they don't understand is they're refining you. While they think that they're isolating you so they can eventually reverse discard you or just regular discard you and leave you stranded, what they don't know is you're a chosen one of God, hence the reason why they came to you in the first place. The devil knows what it's doing. And you're being put under the ultimate test to see your actual knowing of God, not, faith or belief, knowing of God through this elite demon of the devil. Now, the person themselves are not a devil, and don't you crucify or judge those people. Those people are being possessed by an ancient entity, principality that's been around manipulating humans for a very, very long time. So when you overcome that demon, that entity, you should pat yourself on the back, because a lot of people, a lot of leaders and whatnot throughout centuries have fallen to these kind of entities. It's not about the individual person, and people get caught up into that. It's about what that person represents: the jealousy, the envy, the hate, the malice, for no good reason. They don't even know why. They've allowed themselves to lower their vibration enough to be inhabited by these spirits. Now, the thing about it is, once you start doing a little bit of research into narcissism, energy vampires, sociopaths, psychopaths, borderline personality disorder, you can start kind of seeing these guys coming a mile away. You being the Sigma empath, you have all the power. See, a narc needs to figure out your patterns, and they have to watch you, and they have to listen to you, and they have to be around you to figure out the patterns. Once you've identified someone as a narc, you already know their patterns. You don't need the individual person to go through the motion. You're already 20 steps ahead. And you can warn them sometimes, you'd be like, hey, listen, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. And sometimes they'll heed your warning, and sometimes they won't. You know what I'm saying? These people have issues. But I tell you what, once you let loose and you do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying, and you do the empath no contact rule, a narc can't stand when you go no contact. Narcs love to text message. When I was going through it with my ex, when she disappeared for 36 days, tried to reverse discard me, didn't work out with a sneaky link, then tried to come back. And she squatted on the home for 3 weeks. She was calling and texting, had her mom calling and texting. One day she'd be begging, next day she'd be cussing me out. And leaving voicemails and having her family. And I knew the tactics. I had done my research, so I just ignored them all. Blocked every number that came up, didn't listen to anything. Because the threats that were being made over the phone were never threats that were made to me in person. Never nowhere near it. It's a certain strength they get when they get back around, probably their family members who are their abusers, that put them in this state where they can't get out of this childlike mindset where, they're trapped there due to trauma that was inflicted on them by someone they trusted. We're not talking about you keeping your childlike nature as an empath, but you're a full adult and handle your responsibilities. These people cannot handle their responsibilities. They will never be good with money. Money, as soon as they get it, it slides right away. If you're a part of them or you're with them, you'll probably notice that. 11:33 as I say this, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As soon as they get money, it's right out of their hands. If you're around them and, you're getting money, it's going to be right out of your hands. Something's going to come up. Don't think that they don't get karma, but what we're not going to do is dwell on whatever karma that they get, because that's not what an earth angel, starseed, light worker, whatever you want to call yourself, chosen one, would do. You're a vessel of God. God doesn't move like that. God loves everybody. Let them go through whatever they're going through. Trust me. God's working. These people get to see you go from the state that they left you in, which my state was pretty, not that great looking on the outside, but the freedom I got through my ascension allowed me to be happy with every single day that I'm in this plane. And the narc will never understand or ever see that kind of bliss and peace. Let me tell you something. After being with this narc a total of 9.5 years, being married about 3, when we separated, come to find out while I'm going through this divorce or whatever, she's gotten pregnant and almost due less than 2 years later. Less than 2 years later. So ladies out there like to say, he's narcissist, they're all males. Women are doing it too. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. Just like the spirit in you of God, it can be in a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? You can be a great representation, of God in this realm. You can show people the light, let them see it. So, we're going to do things a little bit differently over here. We're going to talk about how these people will try to inflict damage on you through these different gaslighting, gang stalking, because they'll never stop watching you. Give them something to watch. You know what I'm saying? Show up and show out like you know how to do. Listen, you're not better than anybody else, but you answer the call that God gives everyone, and you have a lot of gifts, and your gifts are needed, and a lot of people follow you, and you're greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. Believe it or not, I really do. And listen, you're needed. I don't want you to dwell too long on, what the narcissist did, and we can talk about some of that stuff, but I want to dwell more so on the greatness that you are and what you bring to the table. Now, you allowed that narc to have their collapse, and every time they see you shining, doing your thing, never was destroyed, broken, or anything like that of that nature by that person, and the traumas that they tried to project onto you. Everything that you went through with that person was projected onto you. Never think that you did something wrong, or think that it wasn't God's plan to move that person up out of your life once you had gotten to a certain level and they were no longer needed. God will push them right out of your life. You understand? And we're not just talking about narcissists, because everybody has some traits. It's just when you have a certain number and you have no empathy, Now, there's also these cyber narcissists, these spiritual narcissists, if you would, online spiritual narcissists. These people love to get reactions out of people, and then they'll troll to get reactions, and then they'll do what I call secondhand trolling, making videos to try to get reactions out of you, right? Through gaslighting. Spirits are on them as well. Once you have the eyes to see, and let me tell you something. Once you are a Sigma empath, a lone wolf, you are a narc bully. You will be the bully's bully. Believe it or not, everything you do will be that. Listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Listen, I'm gonna do a couple deep breaths before we go. I want you guys to relax and understand God has got you, and there's nothing to worry about. You understand? I know you do. Look, got a couple crystals here. Amethyst crystal, clear quartz, and we're going to just cleanse some energy really quickly. If you guys don't like this kind of stuff, you can just go ahead and just end the video. Just really quickly, we're going to cleanse our energy before we go. We want to make sure that we're doing the right thing here, and we're leaving on a good note, all right? So a few good deep breaths. Let's do this, all right? This is number 1. Let's go. Breathe in. And breathe out all that negativity. All the energy of everybody that try to project on you. Let it go. Okay? And breathe in this positivity from the ether. And exhale all that energy. I'm sorry about that. It's Adobe Cloud updating. That's a clear sign. Now breathe in. We're doing the right thing. Confirmation. And breathe out all negativity. Now real quickly, listen to the sound of my voice. Allow it to soothe you, relax you. Understand I'll be back on tomorrow with some more great videos, and we'll talk about how to get through whatever kind of attacks that you're getting spiritually, or whatever you believe to be some kind of hater, narcissist, or gang stalker that you want to understand how to get past and how to move forward without it tarnishing your soul. We're going to do that. All right? I love y'all. Have a great night, and I'm your brother.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.